see anything else in here. Tanya, except you. Hello. There you go. I'm recording. Yeah.
How do you know you have me?
Huh?
How do you know you have me?
I know. Oh, like this. Huh?
What do you want to do?
We could do the Hall of Presidents.
Okay.
People around you, hold off on all your flash photography until the grand finale of our show. Now the Bears, they love a rowdy crowd. So let's just start stomping our feet. All right. Clapping our hands. All right. And let's bring them on out with a great big yee-haw!
Hey, Henry, what's holding you up? Let's get on with the show. We can't hang around here all day.
Now, Bill, be patient. It takes a little doing to set these things up.
Yeah, we ain't going anywhere anyhow. We're kind of hung up here.
Okay, boys, take it easy. Now we're ready to start. Sorry, folks. I'll be right with you. Give me a little intro there, Gomer.
Well, it's about time.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the one and only original Country Bear Jamboree, featuring a bit of Americana, our musical heritage of the past. But enough of this chit-chat, yak-yak, flim-flam. Just refrain from hibernating. And we'll all enjoy the show, because we've got a lot to give.
He's a regular believer, ain't he?
And it plays good, too. And right now, I give you a sorted assortment of executioners of music and song. The 5 Bear Runs. Let's go. Hit it, boys. Bears will play now in the good old key of G. Zeke and Zeb, Ted and Fred, and Bear named Tennessee. Zeke's twanging on the banjo and a tapping with his feet. A banging on the dish pan with a real old country beat. Zeb is sawing on the fiddle with a crooked hickory bone. When the spirit moves that broom, he can make that fiddle go.
Do you see? Bear tracks, looking back at me. Better get your ankles by before it's too late. The bear's come to make him head through the gate. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump. Running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been colored, ain't never been treed. Some folks say he looks a lot like me.
Happy family. Well, folks, this concludes our show. So thank
Me again.
Okay, you ready? Always shoot one at a time. All right, there goes
There you go. Hello. There's a fake Liberty Bell. What's on?
What?
Behold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit pursuit of happiness.
With these words from the Declaration of Independence, we defined ourselves as a nation. These few words embody the American dream. Without that dream, we would not be Americans. In 1787, after a bitter and bloody war against British rule, the 13 American states, which had united to win independence, sent representatives to a constitutional convention, charged with creating a document that would implement the principles of democracy for which they had fought so long and risked so much. In this Hall of Presidents, we look upon a mirror of ourselves, the leaders we have chosen to safeguard our rights and our ideals, to imagine the future and to embrace its challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, the Presidents of the United States. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard M. Nixon, Gerald R. Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, and the current President of the United States, Bill Clinton.
My fellow citizens, we are the heirs of the great American Revolution. As this millennium draws to a close and the 21st century approaches, let us pause to honor the very idea of America. America mirrors the world's diversity, yet it remains united in its struggle to uphold fundamental freedoms. We believe our nation's happiness still evolves from liberty, from opportunity, and from the vision of equality set forth by our country's Declaration of Independence. And today, our nation stands as a symbol of freedom and an inspiration to people all around the world. There is nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured by what is right with America. And there is nothing wrong with the world that cannot be cured by the ideals that America represents. Those principles have no borders. And we look forward to a day when those principles, extended beyond our borders, will have circled the globe. The quest for democracy must continue until all the people of the world enjoy the freedom we must always fight to preserve. The spirit of America is as bright and hopeful today as it was in July of 1776. And we are ready to carry our great national experiment forward into the next millennium.
If the experience of these extraordinary men adds up to any one thing, it is this. To be true to the American dream, one must have the wisdom to remember and the courage to change. In honoring these men, protectors of our heritage, servants of our dream, guides to the future we face together, we honor the enduring meaning of America. We the people, hear in their voices the voice of our own hearts. President Abraham Lincoln.
My fellow countrymen, I have often inquired of myself what great principle or idea it was that kept this Confederacy so long together. It was that all should have an equal chance, that all are created equal. This is the sentiment embodied in the Declaration of Independence. Most governments...
Glare off it. No, not from your level.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't recording. I just started to.
Well, keeping your legs and arms inside the train. Please don't keep thinking about eating, drinking, or smoking.
Yeah.
Right now, we're passing through the foothills of Big Thunder Mountain and the tiny town of Tumbleweed. Things just ain't been the same here since them spirits took over the mountain and spooked all minds. Folks say only a crazy old fool tried to find crazy. Better in the backwoods of Virginia, now home of Pocahontas and the Powhatan Indians. In fact, if you listen carefully, you can even hear the spirit of Pocahontas singing to John Smith. Further west and a few hundred years later, travelers like us find small tribes of Plains Indians camped out alongside the tracks. But don't worry, kneel to any weary traveler. By the way, you're traveling aboard one of 4 genuine steam-powered trains that ride these rails daily here at the Magic Kingdom. These iron horses are descendants of the grand old engines that crisscrossed our growing nation before the turn of the century. Of course, Mickey's the head judge here at the fair, and he's awaiting to meet you in the judge's tent, located right behind his house. There be no... I've heard tell that alien beings from outer space drop in for a visit here every now and again. In fact, that big entity beyond the Grand Prix Raceway is what they call the Asbury's Tomorrowlanders around town on a quiet super skyway. It's not as big and fancy as this here steam train, but as far as the future is concerned, they're right on track. To our left is Space Mountain, the most thrilling outer space adventure found in these parts. You can blast off in a high-speed ride all together. Go see the Timekeeper in Tomorrowland. That fella's got a machine that'll move you backwards and forwards in time. Speaking of time, we'd best be moving forward to Main Street, USA.
Huh?
Yeah, let's get on the monorail. All these birds are leaving. Something big is coming.
Birds are leaving.
Yeah, these birds that flew out of that storm.
Monorail this way.